All right, so we're finally back here again. It's been about a week or so since we've been back, so it's the first time I'm able to actually see the final result of the floor. Again, I'm just going to touch base on a couple of things that were the benefits to doing this despite its appearance. And that's kind of where, again, it all depends on where, for who, where it's located, what's being done to it, maintenance costs, future recurring maintenance costs, things of that nature. So let's take a look at how the polish looks, examine it, and you can see a couple of things that I was able to point out in the other video. So now we come down here first and foremost, back to creme marfel. We got marble there and we got granite. Look at the shine. So a couple of things that we're going to identify here is we're going to identify the shine. Earlier, you were able to see that the marble didn't have any kind of shine whatsoever when it was bare, but the granite did. Now you could see that the entire floor is shiny, and that's because there's a topical coating. And remember, I'm not a big fan of putting topical coatings on marble, but again, it all depends on for who, for why. So now looking at this, you can clearly see that you can no longer see those beautiful, beautiful specks and crystals and sparkles in the granite anymore. Now it actually looks like a black marble. And this is what it initially looked like to me when I first got here. Now look around, come around. Now again, it's been about a week or so since we've been here. So you can see how this coating holds up. Over here, you can see some markings that was done, and these things are very common when it comes to topicals, but the beauty is, and that is one of the benefits, is that you can go ahead and wipe it and mop it. Here's another perfect example where you have urinals. Definitely around the urinals, it does get really messed up over here, and as you can see, a lot of it is geared over here on the marble. So if this was bare, then it's a matter of having to restore this each and every time. The benefit to putting the coating on here, even though it doesn't give you the shine or the quality, aesthetically speaking, that you may be looking for, it gives you that protective layer on the top that also helps with maintenance and cleaning and minimizing how much of a stain happens to the natural stone itself or to the bare stone itself, preventing the need for recurring maintenance costs in the sense of restorations. Because at that point in time, then it's a matter of grinding, honing, polishing, sealing, refinishing each and every time it happens. And how many times are you gonna go ahead and go through that? In addition, earlier I touched base on the fact that you always wanna restore a floor based on the hardest material that's on it, not the easiest. And in this case, it would be marble, which then shoots up your costs exponentially simply because you're working around simply because you're working around granite. So you would always want to go ahead and start there first. So another benefit is you're always looking and you're thinking about liabilities. You're thinking about people slipping and falling. You want to give them the best product that's also safe for them. And as you can see, I put my foot there, it grips. It's really kind of one of the benefits that come with topical coatings, waxes, crystallizers, topical paste, polishes, So again, with that said, big full circle to simply just say that the service that you want on the material, you take into consideration what should be done to the material, but you want to take even more into consideration where it's at, how it's going to be used, and you always want to tell or inform the customer about future recurring maintenance costs. If this product is going to exponentially increase their maintenance costs, I believe that that's something that they should be aware of before they go ahead and get things done. And it's our job and our obligation to go ahead and educate and to give the pros and cons. At the end of the day, we did our job to inform the customer, pros and cons, and he ultimately selected the best solution, although it comes with the most maintenance at the least cost. So even if we were in here once a month or once every other month, the service that would have to be done here is a strip, recoat, and because it's natural stone and a lot of it is granite, comes off really easily, which then reduces time, which then reduces labor, which then reduces cost. So if you were to go ahead and add that up 6 times a year, it comes out to be less than one full restoration on the floor. And that is ultimately giving quality service, customer service, education, transparency, and giving you the best of us so that you get the best out of your floor. So with that being said, I do hope that this information was truly beneficial and helpful. We would appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, comments, concerns, or if you just want us to be a part of your project, more than happy to go ahead and do so. Thank you again. Catch you on the next one.